I am Amogh Chakravarthy, a SARAN Sevak.
श्रीमद्रङ्गशठारि संयमिवराल्लब्धागमान्तद्वयम् श्रीमद्वीररघूद्वहाद्य षटजित्पादारविन्दाश्रयम् श्रीमद्वेदवतं सदेशिकयतेः कारुण्यवीक्षास्पदम् सेवे रङ्गधुरीण शासनवशं नारायणं योगिनम् वेदान्तदेशिकयतीन्द्रकटाक्षलब्ध त्रय्यन्तसारमनवद्यगुणं बुधाग्र्यम् नारायणाद्ययतिधुर्यकृपाभिषिक्तम् श्रीरङ्गनाथयतिशेखरमाश्रयामः श्रीकृष्णमार्यं करुणालयन्तं वेदान्तयुग्मं समधीतवन्तं वत्साभिजातं विदुषां वरेण्यं श्रीभाष्यसिंहं प्रणमामि नित्यम् अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि यद्भक्तिप्रचयात्मके दिनमुखे दृष्टिक्षमः क्षेत्रिणः क्षिप्रं संसृतिशर्वरीं क्षिपति यत्सङ्कल्पसूर्योदयः तत्त्वैरस्त्रविभूषणैरधिगतस्वाधीननित्योन्नतिः श्रीमानस्तु समे समस्तविभदुत्ताराय नारायणः। My namaskarams to everyone. Today, I would be speaking from Swami Vedanta Deshikan's Sankalpa Suryodayam, which is a drama. Before even going into Sankalpa Suryodayam, let us see who Swami Vedanta Deshikan is briefly in a line or two. In Sri Vaishnava Sampradaaya, after Swami Ramanuja, there were many scholarly acharyas, and among those scholarly acharyas, a well-renowned scholarly acharya and an acharya who spread and shared the knowledge of the Sampradaya to a vast area to many people was Swami Vedanta Deshikan. Swami Vedanta Deshika in this regard has composed more than 125 works. Among these works, Sankalpa Suryodayam is a drama which is composed by him. This drama consists of the human qualities which are portrayed as characters themselves by Swami Vedanta Deshikan here. So in that way, today we will be seeing about Darpan, or the pride which enters into the stage in this drama in the fifth act or the fifth ankam of Sankalpa Suryodayam. And gradually we would be seeing how a person should be, whether he should have pride or he should be with zero pride. We would be seeing those aspects further. Now, let us see how Swami Vedanta Deshika introduces Darpa here in the fifth act. This Darpa with all the big arms, he makes his arms large so that just to feel confident for himself. Okay, then he has an arm staff on his left hand. He keeps on rotating it just to grab others' attention. And on the other side, he has a flagpole to which many certificates are pinned. What are these certificates? These certificates are nothing but the certificates of achievements of Darpan or pride. He is coming with a very majestic walk, and this is just grabbing the attention of all the people who are surrounded there. This is how Darpa enters, and after entering, he starts speaking about himself, and he says, Trayodashamihadityam Rudranam Dvadasham Tatha Manvitanetam Loko Vasunam Navamam Chamam. What he is saying here is that we know only 12 Adityas from our Puranas, but this Darpa is saying that I am the 13th Aditya. We know only Ekadasha Rudras or 11 Rudras. He is saying I am the 12th Rudra. This guy goes on to say I am the 9th Vasu. There are only Ashta Vasus or 8 Vasus. So this is how his glory is. Who is saying this? The same person Darpa is saying about himself. Going ahead, he says about his own knowledge. He has been well versed in all the 6 angas of Vedas: Chandas, Vyakarana, Nirukti, Jyotisham, Kalpam, Shiksha. So, in all these angams, he has been well versed. If someone asks him, where did you learn all those things? Then he says, Vidhimantarena Vihagena Kutaha, Payasora Shikshata Viveka Vidhi, Kativadinani Vadaparya Chinor, Kalashi Sutta Kavalayan Jaladi. Here he is saying that take Hamsa for example. Hamsa has the talent of separating milk and water. Did Hamsa learn to separate the milk from water anywhere? That is what he is questioning others. If someone questions him, where did you learn all this? He also says, you all know that sage Agastya drank the water of the whole ocean. Did sage Agastya took training for many days to drink this whole ocean water? That's how I am. I have all this knowledge inherently within me. What is the need for me to go and learn this from someone else? Says pride or darpa here. So let us see the character of pride or darpa. What is the characteristic mainly? That is, here darpa mainly boasts about himself. Not just boasting about himself. When one starts to boast about himself. Now let's see what is boasting first. Boasting is nothing but there could be some good qualities or some achievements within someone. So saying about them is boasting on one side. Again, the higher degree of this boasting is one might not have these good qualities and these achievements. In spite of it, if one goes on saying about these achievements and about himself and the same person, then that is the boasting at a higher level. That's how Darpa is doing. Even if he doesn't have all those qualities, then he's going on boasting. In that way, if one goes on boasting continuously, then he thinks that he is the best in everything and there is no one better than him. In that case, he rejects all the other persons automatically. That's the characteristic of the character pride or darpa here. Now, let us see a story in which we are going to see how a person would be if he has zero pride. This story is of the time of Swami Ramanujacharya. When Swami Ramanujacharya was living on this earth, that is, he was not at Srirangam at that time. That was the time when there was a supposed attack by invaders, which was thought of by the people living over there. So Swami Mahapurna or Periyanambi wanted to protect the Srirangam somehow. The way he chose to protect the Srirangam was to do a mantra japa and to sprinkle the holy water by doing a pradakshina of the whole Srirangam. You know how big is Srirangam? It is a complete big temple town. So he wanted someone to assist along with him. This was the time he was looking for someone who can go along with him and listen to whatever he says and be with him and cooperate with him for the whole time. This was not an easy task because you know how big is Srirangam and how long it is going to take just to do a circumambulation or pradakshina. So in that case, here, Swami Mahapurna was looking for many persons. Who is the person who would listen to whatever he says and cooperate with him perfectly the whole time? This was the question, and the answer he found was Swami Kuresha or Swami Kuratadvan. Why was it Swami Kuresha? The reason is Swami Kuresha was such a person with zero pride, and if a person has no pride, then automatically he is going to listen to others. He is going to be patient with others. He is going to cooperate with others. That is the reason why Swami Kuresha was chosen here. However, in the same way, Swami Mahapurna along with Swami Kuresha did circumambulation of the whole Srirangam and protected Srirangam from invaders. If this is one of the story. Now, if there is a person with zero pride, then how that person can impact the society in a very big way positively? For that, let us see a story. Again, this story is of Swami Kuresha. There was an agraharam where there was a simple living and high thinking couple were living. The couple had a son. This couple was not happy with their son. The reason was his association was not good. He was inculcating all kinds of bad habits day by day, and these parents were really not happy with that guy. So these parents thought of going somewhere for many years, especially for a pilgrimage. Accordingly, they started to go for a pilgrimage for many years, and they came back after many years, and it was really a shock. It was really a sweet surprise too for the parents. What was that sweet surprise? Their own son was standing at the entrance of the village with being well dressed with Tirman and with Purna Kumbham to welcome their parents, to welcome his parents. In that way, he welcomed his parents even before these parents were about to ask the son, how did you change? These parents thought in themselves, this change was only possible because of Swami Puratalwan. Either this boy, their son, would have seen Swami Puratalwan, or Swami Puratalwan had seen this guy. That's how this change is possible. That is the way how a person with zero pride would change the society in such a big way positively. If this is the way how the change happens with such a zero pride person, then there is a similar verse in Ramayana which says about Lord Rama. Yascha Ramam na pashyetu yancha Ramo na pashyati ninditasya vaselloke swatmapyenam vigarhate. Here Valmiki is saying that one who doesn't see Rama, or one who is not seen by Rama, his life is a complete waste. And once he realizes about himself, then others are going to scold him for sure. Once he realizes about himself that how useless he is, then he is going to scold himself. That's how a person would be. That's how Swami Kuratalwan was, just like Lord Rama. Now, how should we become a person with zero pride? What is the way? So for that, if we see a verse from Ramayana, then we get to know how we can focus on our own development, or our own development of our Atma Gunas, and how can we become a zero pride person. We can see that from a shloka from Sundarakandam of Ramayana, where it is the shloka of Sundarakandam, but it describes Sita, how Sita was in Ashokavana. Naisha pashyati rakshasya neman pushpa phaladruman ekastha hridayanunam ramameva anupashyati. In this way, Sita had lot of distractions around her. She had all the nice trees on one side, and those trees had colorful, beautiful flowers, juicy, tasty fruits in them, but Sita's focus never went there. At the same time, on the other side, there were many fearful Rakshasas and Rakshasis torturing Mother Sita, but Mother Sita never got perturbed by all these tortures. Instead, she was always remembering Rama within her heart. That's how one should focus on the development of oneself, or one's own Atma Gunas, among which being prideless is a very important Atma Guna. And if one becomes so, he can impact society in a very big way positively, just how we saw in the story of Swami Puresha. कवितार्किक सिंहाय कल्याण गुणशालिने श्रीमते वेंकटेशाय वेदांत गुरवे नमः वादिद्विप शिरोभंग पंचान पराक्रमः श्रीमान् वेंकटनाथार्य चिरं विजयतां भुवि.